I'm Janaea Murray, and here on a positive note, we highlight the most heartwarming stories from all around our tri-state that move and inspire us. And despite the times we're living in right now, we keep finding stories of hope, like this one out of Long Island. A 98-year-old World War II veteran who battled coronavirus just got a very big birthday surprise.
He is a World War II veteran from Plainview who's fought in more battles than some people even know about. But today, Cy Bosworth is spending his 98th birthday fighting in his latest war against COVID-19.
I want to do something special for him today.
Lou Stifle is Cy's best friend and organized a little birthday party for him. So with a front row seat at his rehabilitation center in Dix Hills, surrounded by nurses and balloons, Cy was ready for the show.
Happy birthday to you.
Suffolk police officer George Lida was the one on mic. His backup singers, fellow 2nd Precinct officers.
We have one very good voice and many very average voices. It's the least we can do to say thank you for his service and to congratulate him on beating this disease.
Anybody who gets this at that age and survives, that's a miracle. It's testimony to, his grit.
He fought in World War II and now almost fighting the World War which is going on now. It's unbelievable.
Cy is an American hero. He survived D-Day, the Battle of the Bulge, and now the coronavirus. Cy, thank you. It's time to celebrate.
From News 12 to you, happy birthday, Cy, and here's to many more. Now that remote learning is becoming part of our new norm here in the tri-state, some high school seniors decided to give their teachers a very special and unexpected thank you. Take a look. The staff of Baldwin High School thought they were going to surprise their students with a video describing how much they missed them. Little did they know, the students had their own surprise in store for them. The senior class banded together to create this video highlighting how much they love, care for, and will miss their teachers.
Just want them to know I am very thankful for them and their impact on my education. I feel like I am so prepared for college next year, and I have them to thank for that.
I can't. It's emotional. This is not only emotional for us as teachers, as for the kids. I mean, it's just an emotional roller coaster, this whole thing. Like I said earlier, we got into teaching to be with our kids and not, this distance. If this is it, it's hard. I want them to know how proud we are as their teachers, for them to persevere and come through this pandemic together, united, making this project. And if they can get through this, I have no doubt that their futures will be bright and full of love and good health and happiness.
So many high school seniors in the class of 2020 are missing out on the final few months of their grade school careers, and we know it's not easy, so we want to recognize and honor them. I'm so excited to announce News 12's Senior Spotlight. We're asking you, our viewers, to head to our website and submit a photo of your graduating senior, then tell us what makes him or her shine. The student will not only be featured in our photo gallery, but he or she could also wind up on a future episode of On a Positive Note. Here are just a few of our entries. Keep them coming. To Brooklyn now, where we found the self-proclaimed queens of quarantine. These ladies are snapping some truly unique photos that are making the world smile.
Meet Liz Devine, Mary Beth Diss, and Annie Wilkins, roommates who, just like so many others, are trying to pass the time stuck inside by creating content on Instagram, except their posts not so average.
Sometimes let's parody something. Sometimes it's like, let's just be artistic and weird.
Devine, who's a photographer, says she bought a tripod about 5 weeks ago, and the three of them just started getting silly.
We're big Halloween people, so we just have a pile of stuff and wigs and accessories. Yeah.
Little did they know how their unique project, now called COVID-19 Studio, would blow up. They received so much positive feedback on their photos, they were inspired to keep shooting.
We want to be uplifting and positive, but not take away from the seriousness of the situation. Just a little something can help, hopefully.
It lifts our spirits too.
They're even personally reaching out to people who might need a little extra boost to fight that cabin fever.
Down the road, we hope to do something with all the photos once this is over, but for now, printing some postcards and sending them out to people so they can have one of the photos. It's nice to have something tactile.
And it's another way to engage.
These ladies say they're having fun passing the time by and hoping to put smiles on people's faces during such a difficult time.
We hope to just bring a little ray of sunshine to people, and if that helps a little bit, then that's worthwhile.
And we'll keep dressing up, taking photos.
To check out these roommates project, head to our website, news12.com. Over in New Jersey, there was a show of support for our heroes on the front line. 34 nurses from Colorado flew into the Garden State to help hospital staff that have been overwhelmed by COVID-19 patients. They're spread out among 3 hospitals: Trinitas in Elizabeth, St. Joseph's in Patterson, and St. Peter's in New Brunswick.
It's going to help them decompress a little bit, reduce some of the fatigue, and they're going to be welcomed with open arms.
Another way Tri-State residents have been helping those on the front line? By making masks. Need a tutorial? Well, News 12's got one from fashion icon Nicole Miller.
So I decided to come up with a new kind of mask that was so easy for anybody to make, and you can make it with what you have at home. So here I have an old t-shirt.
I brought old leggings.
I made this pattern, it's 6 by 9, and the fold, this side lines up on the fold of the center front of the t-shirt, and this lines up with the hem. So your hem is already made. So I'm going to cut it out, an 18-inch by 6-inch strip. So I'm going to sew up the short seam here. You could either stitch this by hand, or if you have safety pins, you could safety pin up that seam. And I'm going to take my 2 hair elastics, and I'm going to loop them through. And so what I'm basically making is a donut right now. My 2 elastics, and pull them to the side. So I have the center seam in the middle. Take the 2 raw edges, not the hem side, and I'm gonna line up that seam in the center, and I'm going to sew the top. Top seam's done. I'm going to turn the thing back to the right side, fold it back, and here is my mask.
Now, Nicole, mine didn't quite look like that.
Here, let me put it on for you.
Sewing. But I think that I could do it.
There you go.
Find Nicole's instructions on our website, news12.com.
Well, you know what that sound means. It's time for a feel-good fact. And with so many of us self-isolating, some major brands have decided to reveal their secret recipes for their most beloved dishes. And I can't wait to try them out. Like Pret a Manger's chocolate chip cookies, McDonald's sausage and egg McMuffins, Disney's famous churros, and their Dole Whip. Was that in your stomach or mine? Well, either way, I've got the recipes posted to Instagram. Just head to @JudeaMurray for more. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was your feel-good fact. And if you're looking for ingredients to make those secret recipes, some Long Island teens just might make that trip to the store for you. Long Islanders home from school are using their extra free time to help senior citizens with their grocery shopping. The new Nassau County program allows seniors to send out their shopping list that volunteers will fulfill. From there, the groceries are delivered to the customer's home.
It's great to be able to do something as simple as go to the grocery store for someone. Never in my life did I think that it would be an act of service. But grocery stores right now are probably one of the most, if not the most stressful place in a community for someone to go.
The program now has 200 volunteers, most of whom are college students. Now for a special segment here on A Positive Note called Do It Digitally. Our goal, to help you take part in social events in a socially distant way. And today's focus, Mother's Day. It's right around the corner. So what do you give someone who's given you everything? And more importantly, how do you give it while in quarantine? Give mom the gift of something cute and cuddly. Charlie's Acres is an animal sanctuary in Sonoma, California. It's hosting hour-long tours via Zoom for groups of up to 10. And for Mother's Day exclusively, the tour will be centered around the animal moms of the sanctuary with cool facts on how they care for their babies.
Also, I'm a mother as well, so I'm gonna have my child out here too.
Hey!
This is a perfect bonding moment for the little ones who can snuggle up to mom and see some of their favorite animals.
We're also teaching people that the farm animals also deserve compassion, and if you're compassionate with a farm animal, you might also take that away and be compassionate with your friends at school or your community, and you might kind of have a bigger appreciation for all living beings.
Or how about a taste of Tuscany?
Ciao guys! Ciao guys!
Luca and Lorenzo may live in Italy, but the chefs are offering live cooking classes online, and they can teach mom how to make authentic Italian pasta from scratch, right in the comforts of her home.
Like our grandmothers taught to us when we were kids.
Luca and Lorenzo say their food may fill your belly, but it'll also fill your heart.
In Italy, it's something really that it's real. When you want to show to someone that you love him or you love her, it's the first thing that we think is cooking for you. I want to do something special for you.
If the leading lady in your life is more creative, plan a paint and sip party with a tri-state business called Paint and Pour. They're boxing up everything you need for the event and shipping it straight to your doorstep. The Paint and Pour party pack comes with 1 canvas, 1 easel, 3 paintbrushes, 5 acrylic paints, 1 recipe for a homemade cocktail, and 1 private link to a live party with your very own instructor. And of course, it wouldn't be Mother's Day without some sweet treats for the sweetest woman. Co-op City's Cupcake Me is just one of many bakeries in our tri-state making special deliveries for the special day. Order online and they'll bring mom her favorite dessert. And nothing says I love you like a beautiful bouquet. Local florists all across New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut are gearing up for Mother's Day. And it's a win-win. You can shop local and make mom smile. Even though we may be apart, you can still show mom just how much you love her on this Mother's Day. The key is to do it digitally.